weather is full with rain these days, no light, no Ogbomoso. Oh my God, so sorry. Hi, Abosede from Ibadan. The weather is full in Ibadan. I love that. Sounds good. It appears like it's just the extreme parts of Nigeria that they're experiencing extreme weathers, right? Alrighty. I think we can get straight into the session. All right. I believe you can all hear me clearly. You can see my slides. Please confirm that and let me just know. All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. So if you have anything you want to drop in the chat, please feel free. If you have questions as the session is going on, please feel free to drop it. Just 1 more minute. I want to ensure that you guys are having the best experience. So I'll just switch back to this tab. Alrighty. Just a minute, please. So we're here to talk about how to land your first community management job, right? I want to open your eyes to the world of community management. I'm sure many of you here on this call don't even know what community management entails, right? So we're having different people on this call. And right here, I'm going to be helping you see the opportunities in community management, understand how you can get started in community management, and pretty much open you up into the world of community management. All right, please confirm you can still hear me and you can still see me. I want to be sure you're hearing me and you can see me. Anybody? You guys are not talking. You can unmute. Please feel free to unmute your mic and talk. Let me know that you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Hear me, you can see me. Anita, all right. Thanks to those who are, done their thumbs up. Thank you. Sounds good. So, in the webinar today, we are going to be talking about what community management looks like, what it is not, where the jobs are. Because really, we are here to talk about jobs and how to get jobs, right? And I am more excited to talk to you guys about, how to get jobs, because I'm someone that really love to help people find opportunities, get their jobs, right? And I really can't wait to celebrate everyone right here on this call. So let's talk about a 90 days roadmap, how you can go about getting your first community management job in 90 days, right? What does it look like? How does it sound? We're also going to look at different case studies of our students here at the Community Management Academy. And we're also going to talk about the Community Management Accelerator Bootcamp. And yes, I have a gift for everyone on this call. The first person that joined this call is Kayla. So she has a gift from the Community Management Academy. At the end of this call, Kayla would know what she has won from the Community Management Academy. All right, are you excited? Let's move on. So first up, let's do a quick test. Let's do a quick check. If you are here in the room, let us know what category you fall into. You've heard about community management, you don't know how to start, you've been trying to break into community management, or you're already a community manager and you just want to level up, or you just want to get a job, or you are just exploring different career options. You are not sure exactly which one, you are just coming here as well to just learn. Let us know quickly in the chat. Let us know in the chat. What category do you fall into? What category do you fall into? Are you exploring community management? Are you already a community manager? Are you looking to get a job? Or what category exactly do you fall into? Please feel free to share in the chat. D and A. All right. Or another person is saying D. Another person is saying B. Keep bringing it on, guys. Let me see. What category do you fall into? What category do you fall into? A and D. Amazing. A, okay. So it appears like a lot of us are just hearing about community management. We're exploring career options. Okay, Ifeoma is already volunteering as a community manager. Sounds good. All right, Victor C. Interesting. C and D, Dorcas. So Dorcas is exploring career options, right? And she's also looking to advance in community management. Do we have more people? A, sounds good. Sounds good. Any other options? Any other person? Any other options? All right. See, you guys here. You guys are really OT. All right, sounds good. Amazing. All right, so we have a lot of people here that have heard about community management. They don't know how exactly to go about starting. And then we have a lot of people that are just exploring career options, which is totally fine as well, right? And also we have a lot of people who are already working in community managers. Who are we going to say are the most categories here? Let's do a quick poll. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of D's. I'm seeing a lot of A's. Just one D. So I think the D's and A's have it. So we have those that have heard about community management but they don't know how to start, and then those that are just exploring their career options. Amazing. So we are here to answer everybody and to ensure that everybody gets value out of this session. Now let's talk about community management. What exactly is community management? Community management. Interestingly, I was at an event some times ago, and somebody was going to introduce, me, and they were like, "Oh, her name is Muyolua. Please tell us what you do." And then I said, "I'm a community manager." And the person asked me, "What local government community do you manage?" Can you guys imagine that? So the person was thinking I was referring to a political office, right? And I'm sure there are some people here that also don't totally understand what community management entails, right? So that's what we are going to try. So let's read this together. Community management is the practice of building, growing, engaging, and sustaining a group of people united by a shared purpose, identity, or interest. And most times it's on behalf of a brand, an organization, a movement, an NGO, or whatever body it is, right? So as a community manager, your job is that you are building the community, you are growing the community, you are engaging the community, you are sustaining the community. And who are those, or what is that thing that makes up the community? They are people. Right? They are people, and you cannot just gather any random people in a place and say you are managing them. They have to be united by a certain goal. There has to be a purpose driving them together. Why are they in this room? Why are they here? Why are you here to manage them? There has to be a real purpose, right? That's when it becomes an actual community. And then most times you are working with a brand, with an organization or an NGO, or you're volunteering for a cause, just like Ifeoma, right? So yes, that is what community management really entails. So let me give a case study for those of you that are still here that really don't understand. I'm seeing John saying, "Oh, John doesn't really understand what community management entails," right? So what community management really looks like is that you have, you know how social media manager would manage your social media pages on Instagram and have people there. What your community looks like is that these people are not on socials. They are bought for you. They know your brand. They understand you, right? And they want to really interact more with your brand. So at this point, what they are doing is that they are now here for your brand, for a reason, for a purpose, right? And what you're going to do is continue to engage and nurture them such that you would nurture and groom them into becoming your brand advocates, and to really help them achieve or fulfill the purpose for which you have actually created, that community. Is it clearer now, guys? Do you understand it better? Now, community management is not social media. It is not just social media. It goes beyond just posting content. It's about people. You need to help your people feel a sense of belonging. You need to build connection. You need to build growth. People need to really feel like they belong here. People need to feel engaged, such that as a community manager, you ensure that your people are not confused. Do you understand? So that is really what community management looks like. Also, community management is not just moderation. So you are not just a community manager because you know how to talk and moderate a session like this or facilitate a session like this. No, it's more than that. And it's not just about being a group admin. I wish you guys can see what I'm wearing, right? I'm not just a group admin, I'm a community builder, right? So you are not just a group admin as a community manager. Your work goes beyond being an admin. Anybody can be an admin, but not everybody can be a community builder. And the reason for that is because as a community builder, as a community manager, what you're doing is to sustain the ecosystem, to ensure that your people feel a sense of belonging, right? Which is very, very important. So it's about creating environments where real value and real relationships happen. So let me ask you guys a question. Have you joined, in fact, how many of you right now are in some WhatsApp groups that they've not said anything in like months or in weeks, and you have even archived the group? Just signify. How many people here? You're on some WhatsApp groups that what they just send their random broadcast messages, nothing. Can you see? You guys are already signifying. Can you see? Very random thing. Now, what is happening, or what we can classify those kind of communities as is that they are already dormant. People there are not feeling any sense of belonging. Now, let me ask on the contrary, how many people are in WhatsApp groups that you must open every day? Like you are talking, people are talking, there are things going on there every day. You cannot archive that kind of a group, right? Can you see? You guys have examples. Now, what are they doing different? Does anybody want to share? You can drop it in the chat. What are those communities doing differently from the other ones that you have archived? What's the difference in that community that you are always, having messages every day, and the ones that you have archived? Tell me, I want to know, what are the differences? Anybody wants to share, feel free to unmute your mic, feel free to drop it in the chat. I mean, if your background is not noisy, you can unmute. I want to hear from one or two people. Anita, I see you raised your hand up earlier. Do you want to share? Victor, do you want to share? Anybody here? Good. This person is saying they are always checking up and they have values to dish out every day. You guys underline the word values. It means that Opeyemi is still active on that group because he or she is getting value from that group. Now, can you see what we are saying? That it has to be around a shared purpose, identity, or interest. For Opeyemi, it is more of value. He or she is getting value from this community, hence they are there, right? And then they are always checking up. That means you are feeling valued as well. Now, Abosede is saying that timely and well-detailed messages, response to questions promptly, making the group more interactive and not boring. Do you guys understand now? So the work of the community manager is to ensure that you respond timely to well-detailed message. You are responding to questions as people are asking. You're not leaving them hanging. You understand? You're making the group interactive. Now, what we are calling that interactiveness in community management, we call it community building strategies, right? Such that as the community manager, you are thinking, what more can I do to make these people talk? What more can I do to make, these people engage? Do you understand? And it is very possible. Some people here may be like, oh, I'm an introvert. Oh, am I sure it's my space? Oh, yes, it can be your space. Provided you understand people's psychology and know how to get people to talk, yes, you can actually engage people. Do you understand? Now, community management is a full-blown profession. People just see it as a side gig or a side hustle. If you have not seen anybody that is doing it as a full job, you are seeing me here. Here I am, guys. Here I am. Community management is an actual full-blown career. It is a job. And guess what? In the coming years, which has already started, there will be higher demand for community managers. You guys remember when product management, product marketing, UI, UX, all those things started? How we started gradually. The same way community management has started. And the only people that will actually get the best out of it when it becomes full-blown are those that take action right now. So stop seeing it as just being a group admin or as just being, oh, it's just a side hustle. No, it is fast becoming a full-blown career. Do you understand? So this is what you need to really pay so much attention to. Now, where are the community management jobs? You may want to ask. Like I said, we are here to talk about how to get jobs, right? So where are the community management jobs? So you are saying, Moi, you are just saying the jobs are there. Where are the jobs? Now, let's give examples. Let me tell you where the jobs are. And I am saying this as someone that is recruiting community managers, as someone that is training community managers, as someone that gets community management vacancy demands every now and then. Tech companies, you guys, tech companies are now hiring community managers like never before. And the reason is because they are having clients that they have in a particular group, in a particular community. They are having students that they are training. They are in a particular group, they're in a particular community. They have customers that are in a particular group, in a particular community. So what they are doing is that they need somebody to handle those people, to manage those people. And that is where you come in as a community manager. So it's not just about WhatsApp, right? There are lots of community platforms. I know many people are familiar with WhatsApp alone. How many people here have heard of Discord before? If you've heard of Slack before, you've heard of Telegram, you've heard of Disco, you've heard of Circle. All of these different platforms are community management platforms. They are platforms that people actually use on a daily. And companies are looking for people that would manage the people in those platforms or on those platforms. Do you understand? So tech companies are hiring community managers a lot. Just last week, in fact, tomorrow is the final interview for one tech company that is hiring a community management students from us, right? Now, another category, which is quite similar, is the fintech space. Fintech and Web3, they are always needing community managers because they're always having one token, one crypto, something, that one, and they always need people, right? Think of fintech platforms like Carrywise, think of platforms like Piggyverse. They have all their users. Some of you guys are on their platforms. So what do you think is going to manage them? It is community managers. So all of these different communities are looking for people to manage them, right? Another one is retail stores and e-commerce stores. Right now, I am currently consulting for a very big e-commerce company. They do procurement, supply chain, and e-commerce, buying and selling and all those things. And guess what? They have a lot of customers. The last time one of their team members was trying to explain to me, he was saying that on their customer base, like people that have bought from them, is going close to like 10,000 or even more than. Guess what? They are currently trying to build a community of these customers such that they can engage them closely than just sending emails to them. So they want to house them in a community. And that's what I'm currently consulting for. During the consultation, I have my own job. I cannot be their manager. So they have asked me to bring 2 community managers on board for them. These vacancies are open. These jobs are there. Almost every day now, I'm looking for community managers. But thank God for my students, right? But when my students get jobs finished, what's going to happen? Right? I mean, I was asking myself that question last week, like, Omo, hey, it's just remaining few people that are here to get jobs. So once they get the jobs, any request that comes up now, who will I send it to next? I cannot send it to those that I have not trained. Do you understand? But that's just to let you guys know that the demand is there. Another set of people looking for community managers are EdTech and learning platforms. Oh my God. Many people are now doing training. You guys think of content creators that you know. They are doing training. They are training you on one thing or the other. They are all creating WhatsApp groups. They are putting their people there. They are all creating different platforms. They are putting their people there, right? They need someone to manage them. Do you understand? They need someone to manage them. And that person is who? Is the community manager. Right? In fact, some of them have it per cohort, some of them have it per, different training cohorts and all those things. They need community managers. Another one is NGOs and social impact. I'm going to include churches here as well. Right? NGOs, volunteering, all the social impact course and all those things, right? They are always looking for people to manage their programs. So in fact, this set of people are always looking for programs managers and community managers. And guess what? Program management and community management is actually intertwined, right? Very similar. Do you understand? But if you're trained as a community manager, you have high tendencies of performing well as a programs manager, because that is one of the transitional roles of a community manager, right? Another category of people that I touched on a bit are this creator economy. Most of the community, the creators, the content creators right now, especially the bigger ones, they're now organizing trainings. Media spaces are now doing different events, different trainings, different programs. They are now doing a lot of things, and they need people to manage these people. These jobs are open. They are open. I was speaking with someone on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday or so, right? And she's looking for a community manager. What does she do? She's a wellness coach. She's a doctor, right? So now she's doing wellness training for people. And she has them in a WhatsApp group. And she was like, Moi, I need someone to take that stress off me. I cannot be engaging people and still be training people. Right? She's looking for a community manager. So all these different people we have just mentioned, and a lot more of them, are looking for community managers. Now, the question is, will you be that person they would find? That's a question that you really, really need to ask. Because guess what? Community management roles will keep evolving. In fact, we have not seen the rise yet. It is coming. And that's why I'm shouting, hey, people should better come now. Oh. People should better come now. On LinkedIn, almost every day, I get notifications. Community management vacancies. And I'm like, there is little to what capacity my students and I can take. Do you understand? So I'm just trying to let you know that these opportunities are open than ever before, more than ever before, right? Are you guys following the class, and are you learning? Are you learning? Amazing. Now, something interesting happened in the month of May, and this was even before our training started. We launched the first cohort of the Community Management Accelerator Bootcamp. I'm going to tell you more about it later, but I want to share Moses' story to help you understand what I have been saying and what I'm still going to say. Moses had signed up for, in fact, before he signed up, I just got that community management vacancy. And in case you are not already on the main community management group, please join. Please join. I share job vacancies there from time to time. So at that period, I just shared the vacancy there, and then a lot of people sent their CVs. After the entire vetting process and all that, guess what? Moses got that job. Even before he signed up and started our training, right? He got the job like instantly. Now, Moses is still working with that company. He resumed in the first working day in May. And he has been working in May. This is what? July, May, June, July. 2 months he's been working, 3 months, right? So May, June, July. Yeah. This is his 3rd month there, right? And now I have gotten feedback even from Moses' recruiter, because that's also one thing we do. We are always doing the follow-up to ensure that you are doing your best and your recruiter is treating you right. Right? And I keep asking, how is Moses performing? How is Moses performing? And they keep saying, oh, he's doing excellently. And Moses was even sharing with us during the bootcamp that the things that he learned or he was learning in the bootcamp, he was already using in class, in his workplace, rather, in his community, and he was getting even more results, right? So there are vacancies. I'm telling you guys that there are jobs. There are jobs, there are community management jobs. So before you say, oh, before I go and start this new career now, I know a lot of people have done virtual assistant training, but virtual assistant training, and you have not gotten any job, right? But this is a community that you will get jobs. It's a community management space. Like, it is evolving a lot. And those that position themselves accurately are those that would have access to the opportunities in this space. And I tell you that, yes, it is possible under 90 days. Somebody was asking me, oh, is it possible in 90 days? Yes, it is possible in 90 days. You can do your training, you can understand what it entails, and start positioning yourself for internship. And before you know it, you get even better job. Moses did not get internship, he got an actual job, right? So this is what happens when you take initiative at the right time, before the entire space gets saturated. Right now, there are a lot of social media managers. But I remember then, when social media management was still starting out, a lot of people locked in. In fact, I was one of those that also locked in, right? And before it now became a thing that everybody now does. All right, now let's talk about the skills that community managers use. What skills do community managers use? I know you may be asking, okay, what do I need? How do I go about it? Now, skills that community managers need is now more than just saying you can talk, you can chat, you can send message, you can type, you can do this, you can do that. No, it is evolving. Why? It is because of the peculiarity of the work involved. So, engagement design. Now, this is where you understand the right kind of messaging you would send to a particular kind of community. What prompts, what events, what structure do you need to put in place as the community manager to ensure that people in that community actually respond? Let me ask a quick question. If you're a community manager here, have you experienced a thing where you sent a message to a group and then people did not answer you? Has it happened to you before? Or even if you are on a group, they've sent something before and you did not respond. I know many of us are guilty. You are on a group, the committee manager is saying something and then you are not responding. Is there anybody here? Better start laughing at yourself. Anybody? Anybody? Can you guys see? So yes, it happens a lot. But as a committee manager, when you are trained and you really understand, you will know what kind of prompt will drive engagement. You will know what kind of things you should do, because all of these strategies are the things that you would know as a community manager. Another thing you should know is community analytics. This one is very important because you need to understand how to calculate data. That way you will know the percentage of your community that is engaging. You will know the makeup of your community members, right? And you will also know churn rates. Why are people leaving? Why are people not talking? What percentage of people are, talking or not? And then you'll be able to ascertain if you are building a healthy community or not. Guess what? In community management, we have BP. You can use to check the pressure of your community. Is your community healthy? Is it dormant? What does it look like? What percentage is your community right now? If I ask you, do you understand this? So these are different things that community managers should know, right? Another thing is facilitation, leading conversations, events, group dynamics, understanding how to talk. I remember during the last community management bootcamp, more than one of the students, right? If you're on the call, okay, they are not on the call. So some of the students attested that their first time ever leading conversations was during that bootcamp, because that was what we ensured that everybody did. It's practical. So you are actually leading us as you are learning. And some people were like, oh my God, they have never facilitated any session before. They have never moderated sessions before. And they did it right there. So as a community manager, that is what you should know. It's not that they will say, oh, community manager, please lead this session. And you are saying, what will I say? Hey, this, that, and you don't even know what to say. No. As a community manager, it goes beyond that. You should actually know how to facilitate events. And then another key thing with community management is content creation. You should know how to write actual message. What's the tone of your community? Who are your audience? What kind of message will they respond to? Do you understand? This is very, very important. It is very, very important. Now, other areas other things that will help you, other skills that will help you get hireable, that will position you well for jobs. personal branding, right? I'm coming back this way. Personal branding, you should understand how to accurately position yourself on LinkedIn or any social media platform you choose, because this is where you'll be found, right? And people may want to run background checks on you. So during the boot camp as well, we ensure that every student had their profile optimized, and some people even got recommendations from the Community Management Academy, right? So when we talk about tool proficiency in community management, we have Discord, we have Slack, we have WhatsApp, we have Mighty Networks, Notion, a lot of them, like I have mentioned. You need to have the knowledge of these different tools. Now, one other skill that you need to have in community management is adaptability. Such that if, for example, you have learned how to use Telegram, WhatsApp, and Slack, and then you get a job tomorrow and what they are using is Notion, you are not going to say, I can't work here because I don't know how to use Notion. No, you should be adaptable, right? Such that even if it requires you to quickly go on LinkedIn to learn one or two, you learn it, and the next thing you do, you pick up the job, and then you adapt the knowledge of what you already knew previously into this particular work. Are you guys following? And is it clear? I want to get feedback from you guys. Is it clear? All right, sounds good. Now, the final two, one is moderation, and then one is strategy and planning. In community management, it goes beyond just being an admin, like I explained. It's not just being an admin. You cannot just say, oh, I'm just a group admin. Oh, at least I can remove people, I can add people, I can close the group. No, that's like the barest minimum. You need to understand your member journey. You need to understand your KPIs. You need to understand the onboarding system. What does your community design look like? What should it look like? These are things that you need to really, really understand as a community manager. And then moderation, I already talked about that a bit. How do you handle conflicts? There is no way you will have people gathered in places, even if it is two people, they would misunderstand one another someday. There would be argument, there will be conflict. How do you handle conflict? These are things that as a community manager, you should actually be skilled at, right? And the good news is that all of these things and more are the things that we train our students in the community management accelerator bootcamp, right? Now, what is your 90-day roadmap going to look like? We're saying in 90 days, you get your community management job. What is it going to look like? We have grouped it into each month, such that for each category, day 1 to 30, and I am telling anybody here on this call, try this out. If it doesn't work, come and arrest me. I'm saying it because this is what I have tested over and over and over again with our students. Even before we started training, we have tested this and it has worked. Such that you get the accurate knowledge. The progression is foundation and training. That's the first step. Secondly, you build and you position. And then third thing is to interview and then land your job. So let me explain them bit by bit. So foundation, your first step to this foundation is what you guys have done today. So today is your day 1, right? Such that you now understand what community management is. You have an idea. You are better than that person that did not join this session, right? So you have an idea what community management looks like, right? And then the second step that you want to take further, if you really want to go into deep training, again, like I said, it is open to you, it is left to you, but this is a 90-day framework that I have given people and they have used over time to get their actual jobs. The next step is that you go ahead to join the community management bootcamp. And the reason for that is to get in-depth knowledge, in-depth training, and practical. So it's not just bootcamp. Oh, those that joined last quarter, they knew. Somebody legit said, oh, it felt like she was doing a master's program. It feels like MBA. Like people are like, oh, it's like PhD. Like, it's so tough. Yes, it was designed to drill you because the goal is that you will not finish the bootcamp and then we'll put you in job and you want to fuck up. No, it is not going to happen with me. Do you understand? Now, the next thing is that part of that, your first month process, you go ahead to learn the frameworks. I already mentioned this is an actual career path. So there are frameworks. There is this life cycle, there is engagement, there is onboarding, there are strategies, there are community building strategies, right? There are different areas to community management. You learn all of that. So you are focusing your first month on learning, right? And then you also set up your LinkedIn. You position yourself accurately for the next month, which we are going to get to shortly, right? Now, once you do your training and you are a registered part of the alumni network, the next phase makes the work easier, such that what you do, you already have practical knowledge. Now, this is the building part. Practicality, what you have learned, you know, you have done projects, you have done real life projects, you have done practical stuff, right? And then you understand how it works. You go ahead to build your portfolio. You build community strategy samples with real life communities. And if you're already managing community, you use the community you are managing as your case study, right? And then you go ahead to optimize your LinkedIn. Matter of fact, you cannot even go through our training and your LinkedIn will be anyhow, right? Because you're already drilled in this. So you go ahead to position yourself for the job. Let me ask you guys a question. If, for example, I am saying, God bless the work of my hand, God bless the work of my hand, and I don't have any work in my hand, what will God bless? You guys answer me. Is there anything for God to bless? Anybody? I'm praying and I'm saying, God bless me, bless the work of my hand, bless this work of my hand, and there's nothing there. Good. The same thing applies to you. Say you are looking for a job, but this person goes to you or goes to your LinkedIn profile and they cannot see anything there that looks like you are ready for a job. You are just joking, right? So the second month, what you are focusing on is your positioning, your personal brand, building it, building your portfolio. Your CV is ready, your portfolio is ready, your social media platform is ready, such that when a recruiter stumbles on it, they have an idea, oh, this is what this person does, this is what this person can do. Do you understand? So it goes a really, really long way in positioning you for the final step of our 90 days framework, right? So the final step of the 90-day framework is what? Interview and land the job. So at this point, you are not confused. At this point, people already have an idea, oh, this is what you do, this is who you are, right? They're already seen. And even if you are pitching yourself to people, I've done it before. I've reached out to companies on LinkedIn to say I want to work with them, right? I think about 2 or 3 of them actually did come through, because one of them even checked my LinkedIn profile in the midnight. You know how LinkedIn will do, Amebo, as if someone checked your profile. The person checked it in the midnight. And I was not even available. I was not even online, right? But I saw that. I got that notification in the midnight. So what that means, or what that is saying to you, is that what? You need to be accurately positioned. Take this step 2 seriously, so that step 3 will be easy, right? Now, with step 3, what are you doing? You are now interviewing. You go there confidently. At the Accelerator Bootcamp, what we do with our students, we have pre-interview sessions with them to prep them for interviews. Because I cannot train you finish and then tell you to go for an interview and they ask you to introduce yourself and you are saying anyhow thing. Do you understand? So we ensure that you are accurately prepared to answer interview questions. Negotiate your salary very well. Understand salary benchmark. And it's not that they are just offering you 50,000 and you are jumping at it, or they're offering you 20,000 and you are jumping at it. Do you understand? So this is what your 90-day framework will look like. Let me do a quick recap. First stage, which is the first 30 days, foundation and training. For example, if at the bootcamp, the training is for 4 weeks, which is like a month process, right? If you have decided to, again, when I was going to start out in community management, what I did was I was learning as I was moving. But unfortunately, at the time, I did not get enough resources, enough knowledge, enough things that would train me, right, practically, especially for the Nigerian market, which I am playing in. right? And this is what we are ensuring that you have access to. So, for example, you go ahead to do your training in the first month. Second month, you are accurately positioned for jobs. And the third month, you are landing your job. How does that sound to you guys? I want to know. To me, it sounds so sweet. I don't know if anybody is saying what I'm saying, but it sounds really, really sweet. And I want somebody to type here. You can't hear me. Someone say they can't hear me. Please, can you guys hear me? I'm really shouting. Can you guys hear me? All right. Yes, it sounds really good, Okoyemi. It sounds really, really good, right? And for me, I want you guys to type something, and I think this is where a lot of people make mistake. It's a mindset thing, right? I want you to type that it is a possibility. Type it here. It is a possibility. I remember during the boot camp, my students would say, I'm the next person to testify. I'm the next person to get a job. I'm the next person. And guess what? A lot of them have gotten jobs. One of them resumed last week. The last week or 2 weeks ago, right? Resumed a new job. I think she posted it in the main group. For those that are on the main group, she got a new job just last week, right? So yes, I want to give another case study here. For those that may already be community managers, you may be saying, I'm not yet, I'm already a community manager. I'm not starting from scratch. What will my own 90-day framework look like? Yes, it is a possibility, guys. What will my own 90 days framework look like? Your 90-day framework may look like that of catering. Let me tell you about catering. So catering was already a community manager, before. I think she has even worked for like 3 years before joining the Accelerator Bootcamp, right? And during the training, during one of our question and answer sessions, she asked a question about the community she manages. Oh, how can she do this? How can she do that? She's trying to achieve this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then we answered her. So she asked, I think she asked that same question, class 2 and class 3. I just know that Catherine kept on asking questions. How can she, do this in a community, blah, blah, blah. And then we responded. You guys, guess what? Catherine went ahead to implement everything we shared in class. And Catherine got a promotion even before we finished the boot camp. Like, our own story was so amazing to me. So if you're already a community manager, I'm telling you that your own 90-day framework can look like a promotion. So you're not looking for a job, fine. But it is a possibility for you to get to the next level. Do you know what comes with a promotion? A salary increment, right? And it gives you career progression. They see it as, okay, this person is doing something better. Do you understand? So this is what your own framework may look like. Because in just 2 classes, for goodness sake, somebody is getting a promotion. How much more when you finish? Right? So what does this tell you? These skills are immediately applicable. You don't have to finish the course. You don't have to wait for the next 6 months before you start applying what you are learning. It is very practical. We are treating your community. We are treating real life scenarios. Right? And then your employers will notice the difference in what you are doing. Even your community members will notice. I think it was Abdul Salam that was sharing in class then. That he did something. I think there was a day I was telling them to try the How Are You strategy. And I think it was Abdul Salam. And then he just came back with feedback like, oh my God, he tried it and then it worked. Okay, I mean, the same thing. Just a simple How Are You strategy. And then it worked instantly. Even your community members that you are managing, they will know that something is different. Right? And that's just to let you know that community management is a full-blown career and a lot of possibility are there. Me, I am telling you, I've been working as a community manager for years. I've gotten promotions. I've done different things in community management. Right? And I'm telling you that it's a progressive career path. So you don't need a new job to win. Sometimes the win you need is already in the role you already have. Just like catering here. Right? And what the bootcamp will do is to accelerate what is possible. And then you don't have to start from scratch, right? That's why I'm saying you should type it and you should say it where you are, like it is a possibility. It is actually a possibility, guys. So you are here, you are asking, oh, I don't have any experience. How do I get started? Oh, what do I do? And all that. Good. There are 5 ways that you can build your portfolio right now. Even as someone that does not have an experience, I remember Ifoma had already said earlier that, oh, she's currently, managing a community or volunteering, right? Now, what can you do as someone that does not have experience? Number one, you can volunteer. You can manage a free community. What you are doing there is you are understanding the concept of community management. You are understanding the concept of managing people. You are understanding what it feels like to be in charge and to moderate, right? And then you are building your portfolio. So you can offer to manage your church WhatsApp group. You can offer to manage a small business owners WhatsApp group, or look for a creator or someone doing something great in the space and then volunteer. So I'm going to use an example of Bukola. Many of you must have interacted with Bukola on the main group, right? Bukola volunteered to manage that main group even before we started training, right? Bukola volunteered to manage. And guess what? That was part of the things she added to her portfolio to get a job. Bukola resumed in her job last week. Do you understand? So these are the things that you can do. That volunteering you are doing is not a waste. And I love one of the sessions that you guys had on one of the Tuesdays, right, in the community, on knowing when should you stop volunteering. That's also very important. And I like how everybody shared their perspective. I also started out with volunteering. In fact, the first salary I got after volunteering for about a year, after volunteering, and then I started earning 15,000 naira for like a year. After 15,000 naira, I got a promotion and started earning 25,000 naira. And after 25,000 naira, my salary moved straight up to 200,000 naira because I got referred for another job. And I'm telling you, this was far back as 2022 or 2023, right? And I'm not going to tell you how much I'm earning right now as a community manager. So you guys need to understand that. No, I'm not going to tell you, right? But again, it's not a lot of money because I'm still looking for more money. Right, but that's just to let you guys know that there is progression. So if you are managing volunteering, you are volunteering today, know that there is progression. Another thing you can do is to pick a brand and then strategize for them, right? How to build your portfolio. So pick an ideal community, give yourself a case study, and then come up with a strategy, right? Matter of fact, this is an assignment in the bootcamp, and every of our students had to do this assignment. Right? So come up with it. Come up with an actual strategy so that you can include it in your portfolio. You did this. Show your recruiter that, okay, you understand how to do this. That's what they are looking for. Right? Another thing you can do is to take it upon yourself to put yourself out there. Start sharing your knowledge in community management. Start building visibility. This is another way to build your social proof, your social track record. Right? Build visibility, build expertise. Let people see that, okay, this person has something upstairs. This person understands it. Do you understand? Another thing is to assist or shadow a working community manager. So you know a community manager. You reach out to them to say, oh, I want to understand how you work. Let me just be your assistant. And then you shadow them. Please, nobody should come and enter my DM. I'm already overoccupied. Right? Because I've had a lot of people reach out to me, in previous times. I've given room to a few people, but right now there is no room again. Currently at the Community Management Academy, we have 2 people currently interning with us. In fact, 3 people interning with us, right? Such that what they are doing is they are learning, they are understanding. So projects that I am working on, I'm going to put them on. We are having training session. They are understanding how to go about this and that, such that they can add it in their portfolio. And when they are done with their internship period, we give them a referral letter, a recommendation letter, to let the recruiter know that this person has worked with us and they understand it. They have learned, they have worked, they understand it. Please hire them. Right? So this is very, very important, very, very important. Another thing you can do is to complete the bootcamp. Now, this is for those, it's not for everybody. It's just for those people that will join the training. I'm just saying this. Now, another thing you can do is if you finish your assignments, you complete the project, include it, and build your portfolio. This this is a very, very good step to building your community management portfolio, right? So it is very, very important. All right, so what are recruiters actually looking for? What are they looking for? They're looking for proof. They want to be sure that you are the right person for them and you know what you are saying. Do you understand? They want to understand that, please a minute. They want to understand that you actually understand what you are saying. They want to see measurable results. They don't just want theory. A lot of people go about with theory, theoretical knowledge. Oh, they can do this, they can do that. Everything is just fables, right? They want to see. Another thing they want to see, soft skills, ownership. Very, very important, right? And finally, they really, really want to see, I mean, a lot of communities want to see certifications. A lot of recruiters want to be sure that you actually trained, you know what you are saying, you understand it. So they want to see certifications. This is also very, 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 very important. Please, you guys, are you following? Do you understand it? Are you guys following? All right, amazing. Like I said, if you have questions, do let me know. You can drop it in the chat. You can raise your hand, and then we can have the sessions. But we still have a Q&A session after the entire class. Now, you guys look at these examples again. So let you guys know that what I am saying is very, very true. One of the students that just signed up for cohort 2. In fact, this one is so amazing. But I'm not surprised because it happened with cohort 1. Moses resumed before training started. Now, cohort 2, Ayomide resumed last week at a new role. She's a new student who just signed up for cohort 2, like cohort 2 that is starting in August, that has not started. She has gotten a job. And what we are doing, and that's what we do with all our students that get jobs through us, is that we offer hands-on support such that Ayomide is not confused. And no, this is not to lie to the recruiter to say she knows it and she doesn't know it. Because she has volunteered before, she has a proof. Do you understand what I'm saying? She has built a portfolio. She understands what community management look like. She has proof. And after recruiting, after reviewing her CV, I saw, oh, this person is actually a good fit. Why not recommend her for the job? And then she got a job, right? Through the Community Management Academy. Another person is Bukola. I already mentioned Bukola. Bukola is right here on this call. Right? Bukola resumed last week as well, this same July. She started with volunteering with us and then built a portfolio, and then she got a job. She resumed last week. Right? So these are actual possibilities. Oh, and did I forget to mention that some of these jobs are remote jobs and some of these jobs are hybrid jobs? I don't know if you guys saw the message I sent to the group sometime last month, for those that are on the main group, that I'm looking for someone in Port Harcourt, I'm looking for someone in Abuja. It's because they need community managers there. And I'm looking for those that are there. And that's what I'm saying. That my students are not in Port Harcourt and Abuja. And I need to send people to those companies. The one in Port Harcourt is still open as I'm speaking to you guys. I am here to find someone in Port Harcourt to fill that role because it is a hybrid role. It's not something you can do remotely. If it were to be remotely or more, it has been filled since. Do you understand? So I'm letting you guys know that when I'm saying you can land your job in 3 months, it is a possibility. It is what I know that I am saying. Now, let's move forward a bit. Even right now, I didn't even know that I included this. Right now, like I said, tomorrow, one of our students, in fact, 2 of them rather, have their final interview scheduled for this week. One is tomorrow. The other, we are here to fix a date. Right? And these 2 people came to me through Instagram. I sent one of it to you guys on the main group. A wellness person, a coach, looking for a community manager to take ownership so that she can focus on wellness and coaching people. And the other one is a UK, very fully remote. These 2 roles are fully remote. A UK company, a UK community, looking for a community manager that will help them handle immigrants, people traveling into the UK. They have a community for them. They are looking for someone to fill that role. But we have already found students from the academy to fill these roles. Right? And this is to let you guys know that this opening will still keep coming. Community management roles are evolving. there are vacancies every time. I can't count how many times I've heard people say, Moyi, I need a community manager just like you. And I'm like, just like me? And that was one of the reasons that we had to start training people so that we can have more solid hands. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Not until last year when I got a promotion at my job, I was working fully remotely. I didn't have to step out of my house. I've been doing remote jobs since 2021. I don't go out. But until last year, because of the weight of the role that I'm handling now, it had to be hybrid. So you will see me going for events. You will see me going out, networking and meeting people. It is part of community management. Do you understand? So most community management roles, in fact, I did a survey last in June, last month. Yes, I did a survey. And I found out that 60% of community management roles are remote across Africa. 60% approximately of community management roles are remote, fully remote. And I'm saying this because if you are here, you are thinking, oh, Lagos stress, work stress. Excuse you, you can be making your money from your house. I currently consult for a Canadian community. I've never been to Canada before. I have never been to Canada before. But I am consulting for that community and I'm collecting my money. So you guys should know that there is actual job pipeline in the community management space. Do you understand? Now, for those that may be asking, what does the community management training look like? Let me answer your question and let me look at it thoroughly. So you have 8 structured classes, right? It's a 4 weeks program. And the way we have designed it is to have classes, like live classes like we are here, and then you will get trained. Right? So now we are doing a hybrid structure because of those that are working and are busy. So, but the hybrid structure is more rigorous than even the live one because you have to fulfill everything. Right? We have portfolio assignment. I already talked about that before. I'm not going to say it again. And then we have team projects. Oh my God, this is the best part of the Accelerator Bootcamp. Team projects. This one, you guys see them, they're already making noise, right? People, you will get paired to team. You will collaborate and then present your project when you are done, right? And then we score. We have awards for the best project. We have awards for even students, right? Then we have a Wednesday check-in, such that it's not just, when you are having classes. The check-in is for Q&A, it's for progress tracking, it's for peer-to-peer connection. What we ensure is that you guys are practicalizing what you are learning as community managers. And then we have support calls, such that you are not alone, you are not learning alone, you are actually being held through the process, right? Of course, you are getting a certificate of completion by the Community Management Academy. And currently, we are in the process of getting some international licenses that would ensure that we are globally recognized. So you are in the right place, you guys. Also, you get access to the graduate network access, right? So just like I said, we have an alumni network already. I'm sure you guys would have seen the group. And continuous training happens in the alumni network. We are going to have a demo session in the coming weeks or days with a partner, just to help our alumni do better in their jobs, right? We are partnering with one of the tools that our community manager use, right? Also, job support, job placement support. I already mentioned this one. I don't even think I need to talk again because I've explained a lot, right? And then social media reflections. Social media reflections. Now, this is where we help you to position accurately on socials, on LinkedIn especially, so that recruiters and your audience and people can know that this person is actually learning something and they are doing it right, and you can trust them. They know what they are saying, right? So this is part of what we ensure that you get through the program. So this is really what the curriculum looks like. If you want to, look at it thoroughly or write down, look at it. So community foundations the first week. Second week, we enter into serious business, where we talk about systems and strategy. This is where the bulk of the work begins. KPI goal setting, member psychology and behavior, member journey design. You will learn how to design your member journey. On body systems, you learn how to treat your members accurately, because once you miss it at onboarding, that's all. Right? You also understand audience demography and target. In the third week, we enter into culture and engagement. This is the main, engagement strategy. Culture and engagement, end to end, how to design it, you understand it. Community guidelines that work. Moderation and community building, conflict resolution and management. Very important aspect. And then week 4, we prepare you for the second phase of your 90 days. You guys remember what I said there, right? So this is where we look at case studies actually. And then we enter into the Web3 section for you to understand what the Web3 ecosystem looks like. Then you also treat your portfolio and your CV. We revamp it on the call. You understand what you should put in your CV and what not, right? And then freelancing and job readiness. This is the interview prep session. So these are the things that are in the curriculum. These are the things that you should look forward to if you decide to join the Accelerator Bootcamp, right? Are you guys seeing what I am seeing? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Now, this is what it looks like, right? We resume what? Oh my God, I made a mistake with my slide. It is Quad 2 currently, right? Quad 2 begins August 8th and it ends on the 30th of August. And there's graduation. Oh, in case you do not know, we graduate. It's actually a school. So you get trained, you graduate, you get your certificate, you get your award. Right? So this is what I'm saying. And for everybody that is right here on this call, like I said at the beginning, I have a special gift for you. And your gift is the early bird discount right now is 40,000 naira. The training itself is 50,000 naira. But for you on this call, you get to join at 35,000 naira. And this is the discount code you should use. So if you want to go and sign up right now, it expires in 48 hours. So it's just for you to take advantage of it, right? Use this discount code, special 90, because you guys are getting 90 days per month, right? So special 90. When you are signing up, use this discount code, and then you will get a discount, right? So you use the discount code on the actual registration on the 50,000 naira so that you get your discount, right? So this is for everybody right here on this call, just like I explained. Also, for those that may be thinking, oh, I don't have the money, I don't do this, I want to get a job, I want to start a career, but I don't have all the money right now. No problem. You can pay instrumentally, 2 installments. We allow that. So you have 3 different payment options at the moment. You can use your early bird discount of 40,000 naira, which is available to everybody. And it is closing this weekend. That's on the 31st of July. Right? And then we have a 48-hour special discount for everybody right here on this board. So it expires in 48 hours, and then you get to join at a more reduced rate. Right? And then we have an installment payment plan, like I explained. You can split your payment across 2 different payment options. So you can choose to pay 20,000 naira first and then pay the balance later. Do you guys understand? Now look at more examples that I already explained. Look at the examples of Moses. Those that got it before even training started, right? And Ayomide. And then look at Ketri, who got promotion. Right? And then look at Bukola, who got an actual job. Now, what this means is that irrespective of your level, remember when we started, some of you said you are in A, you are in B, you are in C, you are in D. Irrespective of the level that you are in, there is actual opportunity for you, and there is room for you right here in community management. Right? So if you have questions, this is the time for you to drop your questions. But here are some FAQs that I want to quickly address. We have gotten these questions over and over again, and I know you have it on your mind. Right? So if you are looking at it, what does it look like? Oh, can I join from JOS? Can I join from Delta? Yes, you can. The last cohort, we had students from JOS as well. We had students from APT, we had from Ibadan, we had from Abuja, right? So yes, you can join irrespective of education. Do you need prior experience to join? No, you don't. Will this help you get a job? I think I already explained this already, right? Is the certificate recognized? Oh, yes, we are recognized. We are currently recognized in Nigeria. We are registered, and then we are looking to get more certifications globally, right? So it's a 4-week boot camp, and they are always recording, such that if you miss the session, you can get the recording, right? And then the time commitment to that class is evenings like this, right? And then you can also get recording, you can pay in installments. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think at this point I want to take questions from you. Let us take questions. How has this class been? What questions do you have in community management? Let us address it right now. So you can go ahead to Bukola, please drop the registration link on the group. For those that want to take advantage of their 48 hours discount, please go ahead to use it. Please go ahead to use it. Yes, so please go ahead. You don't have to figure it out alone. You don't have to just do anything. The truth of the matter is, if you don't start now, next month you realize that you are still at the same position. You are still at the same position. You have not done anything. You have not achieved anything, right? So go ahead to start now. Take that step. If you need to start learning, if you need to start picking up, go ahead to take that step right now. And then we are really looking for you here in Community Management Academy. So you can send us an email, the Community Management Academy 1@gmail.com, or admin@communitymanagementacademy.com.ng. Send a WhatsApp message to Bukola, reach out on Instagram, reach out on LinkedIn as well. I want to take questions. I want to take questions. Send in your questions. Send me questions. All right, I see the question already. Volunteering in oh my god. I think I'm not really sure, but how can I do this one? I really got that question. Are you asking how can you volunteering, or how can you get more? Right? And then I hear gadgets are needed to start. So as a community manager, again, it depends on the community. At the moment, Bukola is a laptop and she's managing the community. Right? However, I think there is a conversation for her to get later. Right? When I started managing a community, I didn't have a laptop. I was using my phone. But I was managing a Telegram community and a WhatsApp community. Right? And I was using my phone. But it depends on the community you are managing, such that if the other things you need to do. Can you guys hear me? Poinsola, can you hear me? I see you are saying my mic is disrupting. Someone's mic is disrupting. All right. So I was saying that you can start with your phone. However, when your organization or the organization you are looking to manage requires more, what you can now do is to ensure that you now get a device. And sometimes your organization can provide you with a laptop. Right? My organization did provide me with a laptop when I started, in one of the organizations. Right? I think another person that I know of, their company is also going to provide them with a laptop, right? So yes, it depends, but you can start with your phone. I think that's like the major thing. You can actually start with your phone. So you may need to download a few apps. You may need to understand how to go about things. You may need to do one or two things, right? But yes, you can actually start with your phone. Does that answer your question? Any other question? Okay. Aside of response to community message, what other skills does a community manager need to have? A side of response to a community message. I'm trying to really understand that, but you must be a good communicator. as a community manager. As a community manager, you must be a good communicator. Verbal communication, written communication, you must have it. Empathy, very important, because you are dealing with people. You need to know how to talk to people. You need to understand how to relate with people. You must have relational skill, interpersonal skill. You must have it as a community manager, right? Empathy is very important, because if, for example, you are having conflict in your community, as a community manager, you are not going to say two of you are not serious. Are you not adults? No, you won't do that. Instead, you need to be empathetic and approach the situation as a professional. Right? So it is very, very important to be empathetic as a community manager. I hope that answers your question. So I also want to say something. I think I didn't mention it earlier, right? That there are different names that community managers are called. There are different names that community managers are called. So you may see a role like member services associates. That's a community manager. You can see a role like so let me quickly bring it up, because I have a whole slide that talks about different roles that community managers can be called, right? I think I need to mention it so that most of you or some of you would know that, oh, when you are seeing some job vacancies, don't say I cannot do it because it's not spelling community management. No, there are lots more different names that community managers are called. There are lots more different names that community managers are called. All right, so I'm going to pull up another slide now to show you guys another name that community managers are called, right? So look at this slide, guys. Let me know you can see it. So you can see different names. The most recognized one is community manager. That's the one everybody knows. But we have member services specialists. We have community strategists. We have community operations lead. We have member experience manager. We have community director. We have community associates. We have people engagement associate. We have head of community, engagement and retention manager, community growth manager. So all of these different names are names that community managers are being called. Ifeoma, can you see my screen now? The slide is not showing. Oh, why? Let me start again. Let me stop it and start again. Can you guys see it now? Can you see it now, guys? Yes. So I'm saying that there are different names that community managers are called. So before you think, oh, I just have to be called a community manager. No, there are different names. So there are different names. I currently, where I work, I started as a member services associate, right? And then I got promoted to community manager, right? And right now I am becoming community director. So you need to understand that there are different roles to what community managers can do. There are different names that they are called, right? So I just thought I needed to mention that so that when people are seeing job vacancies, you are not saying, ah, they did not tell us this one. Moyi did not say this one. I have said it now, right? So you guys should ensure that you are not only looking out for community manager all the time. So the person asking about skills, look at these different skills, right? These are different skills that you should have: active listening, conflict management, facilitation, right? You should have all of these different skills as a community manager. It is very, very important. In fact, some people already have it right now, right? That you may not know that, oh, I already have it, and I can already start as a community manager. Can you see it now? Many of you are good when it comes to moderating. Many of you are good when it comes to facilitation, right? I don't know why you guys are not seeing my slide, but I'm assuming it is your network, because some people are seeing it. Are you guys seeing it? Is anybody seeing it at all? Informa, someone is answering. Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing your question, Informa. Your answer is already on the group. On the chat rather. Your answer is already on the chat, Informa. So yes, you can use that link to sign up and get your early bird discount and even your masterclass discount. Right. Okay, I see another question again. How can one go into volunteering? I really need to get the knowledge, but on some other financial projects. How can you go into volunteering? Identify what communities currently exist. It could be your church community. It could be a business owner that you know that has a community, right? If you see somebody trying to build something, they're trying to do a training and they're trying to gather people, they will gather people. There will be a need for a community manager. Reach out to them to volunteer, right? You just need to be proactive. So if, for example, let me use myself as an example. I'm not saying that, we are available to take, we already have intent. So you can see that we are organizing training. That means we are going to gather people and we need people to, facilitate and to ensure that they are well informed, they are well engaged, they are doing this, they are doing that, they are getting what they need, right? If you see someone like me that is trying to do a training like that, reach out to them, volunteer to say, oh, that was what I did. That was the first volunteering I did, right? That was the first thing, and I was not paid. But when the person saw that I did it well, the person now reached out to me when they wanted to do Quart 2 to say, oh, please, I want you to join for Quart 2 and I'm going to pay you. And that was when I started earning 15,000. Do you understand? So yes, you can reach out to people, identify businesses that have customer base gathered in place, identify coaching, identify content creators, coaching people that are teaching people, content creators, and all those stuff. Those are good places to get volunteer roles, right? So at this point, guys, if you have more questions, please bring it on. Any other question? Hi, Kayla. Kayla, I want to hear your voice. How are you doing? Kayla was the first person that joined this class, and I have a special gift for her. Hi, oh, is she still on the call? Oh, unfortunately, she left. All right. I was going to give Kayla a special gift, but unfortunately, Kayla left. All right. So every other person has the masterclass discount link code that they can use, right? And then, okay, someone is asking a question. I actually took the bold step to reach out to someone to volunteer as a community manager for their upcoming bootcamp training. I never imagined I could do that. Amazing. I love that. Yes, that's a good step. Yes, you're on the right path about said the very, very spot on. So just ensure that you get the right training, manage the community accurately, and then you would be surprised. The person may reach out to you to now pay you, or you can now renegotiate to the person to say, oh, or tell the person to sponsor your training. Oh yes, that happened a lot. That happened a lot last cohort, right? Such that people sponsor their staff, and some staff reached out to their bosses to sponsor them. So yes, the person can sponsor you so that you will manage their community better. So for the person asking about the installment option, let me just quickly show you guys what it looks like, right? To sign up. All right, so let me know if you can see this screen, guys. This is what the Community Management Accelerator website looks like. This is what our website, the Community Management Academy, this is what our website looks like. And you can just register right here on the website, right? So you are looking at my screen. How will you use your masterclass discount? Let me show you guys right now. Everywhere on the website, you can see sign up, enroll now, enroll now, enroll now, enroll now, right? So click on enroll now. It will bring you here to Nesthuge. Right, let me know if you can see my screen. Continue to destination. It will bring you here to where you are going to sign up. So once you get here, you will see view payment plan. There are different payment plan here, 4 different payment plan, right? So those that want to use the discounts, the masterclass discounts. Wait, are you guys seeing my screen? I want to be sure. Are you guys seeing the website? And you are seeing Nesthuge now. You are seeing where you can pay. Is that what you are seeing? So it will bring you to this place. Can you see it now? When you click on enroll now, it will bring you here, right? Proceed to destination, and then it will bring you here. So when you get here, you can see different payment plan. If you want to use early bird 40,000 naira, go ahead to use it. If you want to pay in installments, the early bird option, you can use 2 parts. You can use pay in one time, right? Early bird expires in 5 days. If you want to pay the full amount, because when early bird expires, amounts will come to this 50K. You go ahead to pay here, right? However, if you want to do installment option for the 50K, you can use the 2 option. So where will you use your masterclass discount? That's what I want to show you. So you are using your masterclass discount on this particular one-time accelerator bootcamp 50,000 naira, right? This is where you are using your bootcamp. So what you will do is to click on buy access. Once you click on buy access, you enter all your details, right? So when I enter my details and I enter my email address, admin at, so this is my own email address. I want to show you guys .com.ng, right? Look at this place that you can see discount, use a coupon code. Don't forget to enter your phone number, right? So once you enter your phone number, come to this coupon code, and this is where you will write your special 90. Special 90, click on apply. Once you click on apply, can you see it has removed 15,000 naira for you, and you join at 35,000 naira, right? You enter every other details, you select what applies best to you, and then you agree and you proceed, right? So once you proceed, you go ahead to make your payment, and after payment, you get your onboarding document, and that's about that. So is that clear now, Victoria? And who was asking again? So you can go ahead to choose which option, whether transfer, whether card, and then once you pay, you will get your email with the next steps instantly. So let me know if you have more questions, guys. Let me know if you have more questions. I'm really excited about this session, and the next cohort, like I said, starts on the 8th of August, and it is going to be worth every penny. Some of our students from last cohort actually told us that we did not charge enough for the value we gave them, right? But the goal is to ensure that everybody gets it, right? So that is what we are going to do. Yes, I think that is really about it for this session. If you don't have any other question, I want to say that thank you so much for joining. I hope this was worth your time. So I want to ask, guys, what is one thing you are taking out from this class? I want to read from you. What is one thing that you got from this class? What is one lesson? How was it worth your time? In just one statement or one sentence. If you want to unmute, you can unmute. If you want to unmute, you can unmute. If you want to share, what is one thing that you took out of this particular training? How would you say? Was it worth your time? I want to get your feedback, guys. I want to get your feedback. Okoyemi is saying it was really worth the time. Thank you so much, Okoyemi. I'm glad that it was really, really worth your time, and I can't wait to see you inside the boot camp. Any other person? Victoria, Informa, let me mention your names. You guys, are you saying that you did not learn anything? Was one thing Abo said, there was one thing Afolabi, was one thing Anita, was one thing Adetoro, was one thing I will relay, was one thing Dorcas, Ifoma, Miriam, Samuel, Oladipupo, Koyin, Sola, Oluwani Femi, Sarah, Akinwamide, Stephanie, Victory, What is one thing that you guys, sorry, Victoria, what is one thing that you guys are taking out of this class? What is one thing that you guys are taking out of this class? Was it worth your time? What would you say you learned? As a community manager, I need to add value to my members. Yes, it was very informative. Thank you. I love that. Interesting session. I love that. All right, guys. So I cannot wait to see all of you inside the Community Management Accelerator Bootcamp, and let us learn more. You'll be surprised that you did not know that community management has a lot of things. Yes, it was. And one thing I'm taking from this class is not to sleep on opportunities and build skills that matter. Honestly, guys, build skills that matter, because this is the best sign to lock in as a community manager, so that you will be aloof when others are now trying to get it, right? So yes, I'm glad it was really worth your time. I learned one needs to be adaptive, creative, and also prefer value, I believe, at every point in time. It was really worth the time and very insightful. Now you know it's a career. Oh yes, it is actually a career. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. If you know anyone that needs to get started in community management, if you know anyone that is looking for a job, if you know anyone that needs to lock in, please send them our way, send them to me, send me to them. And don't forget to also follow us across social media platforms so that you can learn from us and, you know, stay connected to the Community Management Academy. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you inside the bootcamp, and I cannot wait to celebrate your jobs, to give you jobs, to send you jobs, to place you in jobs, and to celebrate you and to support you every step of the way. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.